In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to load and save files to your local system from n8n, especially when running n8n in a Docker container. Navigating Docker's complexities can seem daunting, particularly when you're trying to handle file systems. However, with a bit of guidance, you'll find it's quite straightforward. Let's dive into the process step by step, ensuring that you gain a clear understanding of how to configure n8n effectively to interact with your local file system. First and foremost, let's talk about the concept of volumes in Docker. Volumes are a way for you to persist data beyond the lifecycle of an individual container. Think of them as a bridge between your Docker container and the host machine, which in this case allows n8n to access files stored on your local system. This is crucial because without setting up a volume, any files created or modified by n8n would effectively disappear once you stop the container. To get started, you'll need to create a volume when running your n8n Docker container. In the command line interface, you can achieve this by using the V flag, which stands for volume. This is where you'll specify the directory on your local machine that you want to be accessible from within the Docker container. For example, if you wish to save files in a directory called n8n files on your desktop, your Docker run command will include something like v tilde/desktop/n8n files/files. This command maps your desktop directory to a directory named /files inside the container. By doing this, you're setting up a link, allowing n8n to read from and write to your local file system. Once you have your container running, the next step is to configure n8n to interact with this designated directory. When you're setting up workflows in n8n, you'll engage with nodes like the read binary file or write binary file nodes, which are vital for file operations. When using these nodes, you'll specifically point to the directory within the Docker container. In our earlier example, this would be the /files directory. This setup ensures that whenever n8n processes need to read from or save to your local system, it interacts with the right path within the container. One final thing to keep in mind is managing permissions. Make sure that the directory on your local machine has the necessary read and write permissions. Otherwise, n8n might face access issues which can lead to failed workflows or errors during execution. Setting appropriate permissions ensures smooth operation and prevents any unwanted hiccups. There you have it, a comprehensive look at how to load and save files to your local system from n8n when it's running in a Docker container. Remember, while Docker adds a layer of abstraction, navigating through it efficiently is all about understanding these interactions and configurations. With this knowledge, you're now better equipped to handle file operations seamlessly within your n8n workflows. Thank you for watching, and happy automating.